Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for iPad today is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
Coming up, happy birthday, App Store. Here, have some free apps.
You throw them at me.
Yeah,
Plus, a Path Sticker Revolution good news for you non-Retina iPad owners, and a video tip.
All that, and we're going to be making some multimedia broadcasts here on iPad
Here?
today. Yeah, right here.
iPad Today is brought to you by Shutterstock.com. With over 26 million high-quality stock photos, illustrations, vectors, and video clips, Shutterstock helps you take your creative projects to the next level. For 30% off on your new account, go to Shutterstock.com and use the offer code IPADTODAY7. And by GoToMeeting with HD Faces from Citrix, the powerfully simple way to meet and collaborate with colleagues and clients anywhere. You can share the same screen and see each other face-to-face with HD video conferencing, even from an iPad. Sign up for your 30-day free trial today. Visit GoToMeeting.com, click the Try It Free button, and use the promo code iPad. And by Slingbox. Turn your mobile device into a television. With Slingbox, you can watch high-def TV on your smartphone, laptop, or tablet anywhere there's an internet connection. Learn more at slingbox.com/twit. Whoa, it's iPad Today time. It seems like I haven't been here in weeks.
You haven't.
Oh.
So last week, we took the 4th of July off. In fact, some of you, especially those who don't live in the U.S., were like, what happened to the show?
It was Canada Day.
Earlier in the week.
Earlier in the week. So it was a joint celebration.
We did, for a variety of reasons, we just decided, let's give everybody a break, and then you all got mad at us like I knew you would. Thank you for being consistent. The week before, though, you were out of town because you were taking your son to check out his new college.
Yeah. And so thanks to Shannon Morse for filling in for me.
It was Ayaz.
Oh.
Shannon Morse was a recent episode of The Social Hour. You're getting my shows confused.
All right. Thank you, Ayaz, for filling in.
Yes, it was a lot of fun.
Did he do a good job?
He did a great job, and it was funny because there were a lot of people who think that we can't all be multidimensional who said, well, Ayaz,
he's a Windows guy.
Windows fanboy, was pretty good on iPad Today.
Right. But we all use it all.
We do. Yeah. Gina Trapani has been a guest host on
I know,
the
that
show.
Was amazing. That was really cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But she writes software for iPads. So.
I think we can all love each other. And in fact, that new Nokia Windows phone, the 41 megapixel.
They announced this morning, my goodness.
It doesn't really have anything to do with iPads, but I've never really had any inkling to go to Windows Phone, but I thought, I like the idea of that nice of a camera on a phone, and I could still be a cross-platform, happy person.
It begs the question, why don't we have a better camera on the iPad? It's 5 megapixels.
Good cue.
8 is in the iPhone. This one's 41. Why don't we have a better camera?
I don't know. I don't know the answer. I still think that once upon a time, it was like, yeah, you've got a camera and an iPad, but who wants to take pictures with your iPad? It looks silly.
Yeah, remember? People mocked me because I said, watch, you will soon be seeing people take pictures with your iPad.
Right.
And they said, no one's ever going to do this. You can't go to a wedding, a concert, a movie, everybody's doing this.
And many iPad apps that aren't even iPhone apps have camera functionality built in or are built completely around the camera. So it's like, it's time, Apple.
Yeah.
10 megapixels minimum. Come on. Give us a reason to look stupid. I will look stupid with the right quality.
You know why people like to use their iPad? I finally figured out it's the best viewfinder. You can, especially for video, you really see what you're going to get. Mm-hmm. That's as big as it's going to be.
That's a good point.
Right?
It's a huge viewfinder.
It's a huge viewfinder. But please, folks, let's a public service announcement. If there are people behind you at a show, a concert, a movie, a wedding, don't whip out the iPad to take pictures. You could be blocking the view.
Yeah, it's like wearing an obnoxious hat in church.
It is.
Just stop.
The iPad is the church hat of cameras.
Of cameras and tech.
Yes.
Hey, so we mentioned that the App Store is 5 years old.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Exciting.
Did you see the timeline?
It's kind of neat.
Yeah, Apple posted. In fact, I think you can get to it. I don't know if you can do it on the iPad. On the desktop, you can get to it by going through their iPad free apps thing. There's a Let's see if you can do it on here. 5 years of the App Store. It will take you to this list. Yeah, there's the milestones.
Oh yeah,
tab.
the milestones are kind of cool.
Yeah. So this is the history of App Store starting, and I didn't realize it was that late. July 10th, a year after the iPhone came out.
Yeah.
2008.
Because I think we all sort of remember it all being one big thing. But
Right.
the iPhone was a bit of just a standalone device at first. And,
For a year.
And it's funny how Shazam, Yelp, MLB at Bat, and a couple others.
Super Monkey Ball.
Super Monkey Ball were apps that were
number
available
one
at
apps.
launch because there
Yeah.
weren't that many. You know, so it was
Super Monkey
just
Ball
select few partnerships.
Had 300,000 downloads in the first month and netted Sega $3 million.
Wow.
The number of apps got downloaded were 100 million by September 9th in just a few months. Facebook was the #1 app in year one.
Not surprising.
No, it isn't.
And then it took, like, what, another 5 years for it to come to the iPad natively?
Yeah. What's kind of interesting is, that it didn't have it native on the iPad, and even though it was such a success on the iPhone. 1 billion apps on April 4th, 2009. iPad announcement, I think, was in 2010, right?
Yeah.
Jamie also, the top apps for the second year, Facebook again, and Paper Toss. Remember that?
Not really.
Oh, it's the silliest game. You had a fan, and the fan would blow the paper. You had to toss the paper into.
I sort of long for the day where we say, "Remember Angry Birds? Remember that?"
You remember Angry
It was
Birds?
so silly.
Such a great one.
People loved it.
Angry Birds.
Oh, speaking of, February 12th. That's the day it all went downhill.
Yeah. And this is a little plug Apple's giving themselves, because it said the App Store featured Angry Birds February 12th, 2010. It increased the number of downloads for the game by 50 times.
Oh, yeah.
There's the iPad going on sale. April 3rd, 2010. Netflix debuting, Time Magazine, the first big magazine. This is one that you introduced me to, much to my chagrin.
Well, old Instagram.
Yeah, remember my first Instagram post?
I do not.
It was of Ken Shepardson, and it had three words, and 2 of them were profane.
And I thought it was so funny. And I
did too.
I said, post it and send it to Twitter.
And I did.
And then people got mad at you.
Really mad.
And I actually got a couple phone calls with people saying, tell Leo he's been hacked.
Oh, yeah, because they thought Leo would
He'd
never say
do something
things like
this.
that.
Well, it didn't even make sense. Some of you might remember the tweet in question.
And this gives you an idea.
hysterical.
We had no idea. You really liked Instagram, but I mean, I had no idea it was going to be as big as it was. So
Yeah, $1 billion
I have
acquisition.
since deleted it. It's no longer my first, because you can't go back and look at people's pictures.
Sure.
In fact, didn't you get a big poster of all your Instagram pictures?
Not all of them. I recently got, with Printstagram, which is a great little service, I've used them for a few different things, 50 images that I've taken on Instagram from Paris.
Oh, it's just your Paris images?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's neat.
it's actually kind of great because there aren't actually any people in any of these pictures. I have some pictures of people from Paris, but I just chose 50 over the years that, are like sunsets or, the Eiffel Tower or whatever. And it looks really cool in a collage. I have it hanging above my couch.
February, so that was 2010. Should we go through the whole thing? Might as well.
Oh, all right. What happened in 2011?
It's been 5 long, miserable years, and we're going to relive every one of them. iPad 2 announced in March 2nd. Paper Glider, did you ever play that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was all right. That was a big game on the Mac many moons ago. HBO Go debuts. Temple Run.
Temple Run.
App of the Week.
It's kind of interesting what they choose to focus on. I guess it's stuff that ended up being #1 in the
They were
App
huge
Store
anyway.
for long enough.
100 million downloads, and one of the top grossing apps on the App Store. It's a good app. And then, of course, the top apps of 2011 were Angry Birds and
Fruit Ninja.
You recognize it from the icon.
I do.
You know it.
It's the only time I'll get near a watermelon.
Can
is
I
in
point
Fruit
out,
Ninja.
just to support something I've said for a long time, these
Yeah.
are really iPad native games.
Yes.
They fit the UI of the iPad. One's about swiping, one's about pulling a slingshot. It's really natural for touch. Where's My Water, which is one of our 5 free games that we're going to tell you about in a second.
Yeah.
Temple Run and Draw Something.
Draw Something. Remember that?
Who can forget Draw Something?
That was one.
Whatever happened to them?
Crazy month back in 2012. I
Zing-
believe it was March that we all went nuts for Draw Something.
And
for about,
Zynga bought them
and then
for $100+ million.
and then things, that's all dissolved.
They're all
now.
out of business now.
Yeah.
So it is
Some people
5
got some
years.
money. Yeah, 5 happy years. Tumultuous at times, but overall happy. And what's cool, you mentioned they're actually in the App Store. It's kind of just like a, hey, thanks for being part of the ecosystem, giving away some apps for free. That's kind of how they.
It's so romantic.
Yeah, just thanks for being here.
Thanks for being part of my ecosystem.
They're giving away some apps that are normally not free.
And you should get every one of them
All of
because
them.
every one of them is well worth getting.
There's no reason not to get Barefoot World Atlas, which we've talked about in the past.
We've highlighted, yeah.
Day 1, it's a journal diary.
We've highlighted that. That's been an app
It's one
cap.
of the few apps I actually appreciate getting notifications for because
Right.
it'll tell me it's time to write in your journal.
Right.
So it kind of forces me to stay in the habit, and I think that's really helpful.
And this is a nice one because it integrates well with the Mac and the iPhone. They have versions for all 3 platforms.
Tiny Wings we've talked about.
How to cook everything. That's our favorite cookbook.
It's absolutely.
Mark
I
Bittman.
used it last night.
What's over?
So here is the part of the show where we talk about some of the apps that they're offering for free that you and I have not covered.
There's one in there that we have, but you have blocked out.
What was it?
Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery.
We did?
It was an app cap.
It was?
Weird.
Are you
You'll
sure?
remember when you start playing it.
Well, I tried to start playing
It was one of
earlier, and I was
Leo's.
like,
So you know, every once in a while I'll do an app cap and I'll start playing a game and I don't know what to do with this. That was one of them.
It was one of those.
Yeah, I was trying to open a door and I got
And there
stuck.
were sheep.
No, this was not the one with sheep.
Well, when I was playing it earlier, there were sheep.
Oh, you got to the sheep level? You're good.
This is the first level. It's number 1.
Yeah, there are sheep. You're right. They're sheep.
Yeah, there are sheep at the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
Well, let's start off with Badland because this won a design award in the App Store.
Don't know this one.
Yeah, and this seems.
It seems familiar.
It does. It kind of looks like, oh, is it like the World of Goo people?
Yeah, and then there's we've shown a number of games like this with their physics games, and you have to proceed through an area. Is it like that? Is it a physics-y game?
It's sort of. So it's very. Ayaz was laughing at me earlier because I was getting really, really frustrated at my desk because I'm trying to get better at this game. And
Were you screaming?
I was just.
Badland?
It's very annoying. So single player. The whole point is okay. Go for it. The whole here we go. Spiral is that all right? So I get myself popped out of this guy here. Come on. Here we go. Pop me out. All right. So here's
That's cute.
cute, huh?
I like it so far. I'm downloading it right now.
So I'm just kind of trying to stay over this stuff.
It's an Apple Design Award winner.
Yeah. And I have to,
Do you have to do a lot of that?
yeah, before you run off the screen, which is so
I
annoying.
don't know if I like that. It's pretty.
It's very pretty.
There's no music? I thought there was like really good music in this.
No, I don't.
Good sound effects.
They're saying tap the screen. Am I supposed to do this?
Ooh. Tap and hold.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, man. If only we'd known that. Oh, right in the gears. Careful. Oh, ow.
Oh, he can take it. Oh, you guys. Now I know how
This
to
whole
play.
time you were tapping it and it was just
Well, I
hold
was
it.
like, this is a very frustrating game, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Come on. Come on, little buddy. Ah!
It is gorgeous.
Now I kind of like it.
Oh, watch out. Those things look sharp. Oh.
I mean, I don't think it hurts. I think he's made of metal. So, okay, all of a
But you
sudden
could
I
get
love it.
killed in this, right?
I don't know. I think you just have to stay on the screen.
You want to
pretty
stay
much.
in the middle. Oh!
Okay, that was a lot more fun than when I was playing earlier.
Sega.
It was a lot more fun than when I was playing earlier. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
no
Badlands.
kidding.
I kind of like it.
I'm downloading it right now.
People in chat are like, what are you doing? Tap and hold, you dummy. Oh, look, treats. Oh, I just got bigger.
Oh, you're a lot bigger. That's going to make it harder to get through there. Oh, you're a wombat. Aw. Oh, now you're... Oh, you're a squish.
I'm a dead bat. Okay, I
This
don't
is
want to play
called-
that
this is
anymore.
free, so
Too
this is-
stressful. Too stressful.
Now,
Free!
this would normally be a few bucks. I don't know what the original price was, but that's a great
I
deal.
think it's like $4.99.
That's a great deal. I'm
It's-
downloading it right now.
That was pretty cute.
Yeah.
That was pretty cute. So that's free.
Badland by Frogmind.
Now, I didn't realize that we had already done Super Brothers, but I guess we had. I was playing that earlier
It's
too.
go ahead and play
weird.
it. It's 8-bit, so it's got a very odd look to it.
It's actually it shows up once you're in the App Store as Sorcery, like SW.
Yeah, that's how it's spelled. And it's Capybara Games, if that helps. I thought this was kind of interesting.
Well, I don't know. Was I on the show the day?
Oh yeah.
Really?
It was just one of those games where I showed it,
wasn't
and
paying attention.
it was like, what is this game, and why are we playing it? And this has really good music.
Oh, I remember this now.
Yeah, and we had to walk up the path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear Goat, tell me what to do.
It's very interesting looking.
Is he telling me where to go? We spied
No,
a few
it
worthless
just-
sheep
yeah.
lazing in the meadow.
It's in this category, and I keep downloading games like this that they don't, it's kind of, you have to explore, and it's not immediately obvious. You're going to have to go through that long, tall door, yeah. You have to get there first. It's not immediately obvious what to do, so you just kind of mess around with it. I think part of the reason these games have started to take off is because people aren't playing games in isolation anymore. You know, you play with friends, you talk to friends, friends ask you how you do something. Ooh, an immovable iron gate blocking a cavernous cave. Seems like we should want to go in there. Can't we? No, maybe not. Maybe we have to get something first.
I think I have to listen to the dog a little bit more.
Talk to the dog. Oh, follow the dog. Yeah,
Yeah.
follow the dog.
Dog
Or a
says,
llama.
"Follow me."
One or the other.
I think it's a dog because it went
Yeah.
roof roof. Yeah, keep going.
I think you can double tap where you want to go. Yeah, there you go.
See, I'm already sick of it.
Yeah. I don't think we got past this point, frankly. Oh, yeah, now you have to go up these stairs. And...
I remember you playing this now.
Yeah.
I had forgotten. It's okay. It's a certain kind of game for people. It's neat looking in its sort of weird 8-bit way. Oh, let's see more of the world. That's fun.
This is exactly how far we got when we did it last time.
Yeah. And then
And then you said, okay, that's enough.
So this game, also free.
It's free.
Can you believe it? Oh yeah, because we went in here. That's right.
Rave reviews all around on this game, so I think it's probably good and worth playing.
It's for people who like a challenge.
It's like Myst a little bit,
Yeah,
or you know, one of those. What's the puzzle? How do I do this? You know what you would really like is Tiny Wings.
You think so?
I love
That
Tiny
was actually
Wings.
one of my app caps. Mine.
I know, I remember.
Me, of
Yeah.
all
Oh, I didn't
people.
remember it was yours, but I remember we talked about it.
Yeah, because
That's
I was bad at that game too.
But
And
what a
it
great game.
was so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one I think you could play for a long time. The best deal in all of this, though, is Traktor DJ. That's a $20 game or
20
program.
bucks. Yeah, $19.99 in the App Store normally.
So that is to get that for free. That's a big deal.
I know. I downloaded it just
Another
because I could.
category of the software that you and I are terrible at demoing.
Yeah.
If it's art or music, you're just gonna have to use your imagination, boys and girls, because we're no good at it. I'm just gonna watch the cutscene. You were doing this earlier. This is what you were playing with earlier. You were doing a little.
I was.
You were doing a drop.
You're right.
So is this only for dubstep?
No. I mean, this is just like. This is just the demo to show.
They
what
like
people
dubstep,
can do.
right?
This is actually, I mean, this is one of those apps that if you're actually a DJ or
You would probably know
somewhat
how to use
proficient
it.
in music, you'd say $20 is a steal. You couldn't get anything like this on traditional software
No, it's pretty
programs for
impressive.
under more like 100.
Yeah, have you figured out something with it to do with it?
Nope. Tried. Definitely been trying. Like, let's load this voice recording.
It's not for lack of trying, kids.
It's just really tough. Select, create new playlist. Oh, I haven't even done that yet. That's the problem.
But like, what does this snowflake do? I don't know.
I don't know.
Freezes it probably, right? It's you got tracks. You go back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, you've got your
you
A
got
and your B.
beats per minute.
And you add effects, and yeah, you
you
sync
can
them
add.
together.
Are you playing your song music, or what are you?
It can, yeah, from your library. Yeah.
Ah, that's part of the problem. Is I don't know if I have anything on this.
You don't have much.
I don't have any songs on here. Well, to save room, I deleted all the songs. So you need to have some music to pull from your playlist.
If you have a kid who's musically inclined, now's the time to get this because
free.
If it doesn't work out, you didn't spend a dime.
This is one of the reasons it's hard for us to recommend programs like this because, I don't know, is it worth $20? Only you know.
Right.
And
but I almost wonder why the Traktor DJ folks are on board with a $20 app being given away for free for a week.
So the story goes, they were invited by Apple. Apple said, it's gonna come out of your pocket. We're not subsidizing this. We won't take a cut.
But you'll never have such great.
And the companies that agreed to
relations.
said that exactly. They said, look, we're going to lose some sales, not a lot, but we believe that the promotional value of this, especially since there's only 10 apps promoted in this. These are the 10, you might say best apps according to Apple. I don't know, but I mean, there's certainly that sense that, hey, these are really good apps.
Yeah.
So you're going to be introduced to a very large audience.
And now, you notice that on the left-hand side, they're all non-game apps. And on the right-hand side, they're all games.
Right. Which gives you some idea. 5 out of the 10 are games, half are games.
Oh, because they know that people love games. Yeah. Now, this app, Over.
This one I'd not ever heard of.
And I don't know. Sometimes I don't know how these things escape us, but that just goes to show you how big the App Store is.
I'm starting to think a lot of people are using this on Instagram because I see these captions a lot.
Yeah.
I love that one. See that one there? 30+ weeks, 30+ years.
Oh,
that's funny.
So
it's funny because it's true.
It's funny because it's true. So this is Over in action, and the whole idea is that you can spice up your photos.
Put text over your pictures.
Yeah. So this is a picture of me and my friend Anne's cat Ocho, and so I can say.
Is that a sonogram?
What?
No.
No, it's
not actually.
Artistic.
The cat is not embedded in your head.
So I can say like, okay, I think over his white belly.
Did you get a new cat this week?
No, everyone thought that I got a new cat. Tony Wang was like, "You got a new cat?" No, it's my cat Sam.
Oh.
I was trying to be funny.
Yeah, but
I was trying to be clever.
You posted on Path how much you loved Sam. I'm gonna put some stickers on that.
You should.
Yeah.
Sticker it up.
I'm gonna
so
sticker
if I say,
it up.
all right, I want like navy, that'd be fine.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And then I say like.
Hello.
Hi.
I am a cat.
Ocho. I say done. Oh, not Ochoa. Ocho. And then you go ahead and say done, and then you can, resize
They have some good fonts.
Yeah.
That's kind of a boring one, but they have some interesting fonts.
They do.
Yeah.
In fact, over here, it took me a while to figure out that you've got this whole wheel thing where you can change the variety of fonts. You can make it. I mean, there's all sorts of good stuff. Or what's also kind of neat is, hey, where's my little photos? Oh, add. If you add artwork, then it gets interesting.
Oh.
So this is actually where the app makes some money.
So it's not just captions.
No, there's a variety of packs that you can basically download. Now, this is the charity water pack, and this is one of the free packs.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so I can say, greetings from, and say, oh, okay, that's kind of fun.
Greetings from Ocho.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. And you kind of make it interesting. What's interesting is that earlier I was like, oh, okay, nautical icons, I want that. And then it says, oh, would you like to buy this pack for 99 cents?
This is the new thing.
And then I'm like, Skull and Bones, yes I do. Ooh. I want it, and that's where they get you.
How can you avoid that?
However, the illustrations are pretty neat.
Yeah.
So there you have it, Instagram.
Oh, and it'll output to Instagram.
Exactly.
That's why I see so many of these on Instagram.
Well, this is actually just the artist who is on Instagram as well.
It doesn't output your thing to Instagram?
You can share it with Instagram.
Oh, okay.
When you're done.
But we're seeing the guy who drew this.
Yeah, just because I was looking at the sticker pack itself. So yeah, that's Over, and I don't know, it's kind of a good thing to have, especially on your iPad, where every once in a while you might want to bedazzle a photo with something kind of cutesy. Get it now while it's free.
Yay.
It's usually $2.99, I think.
Yay.
Yeah, I know, yay.
So as we've mentioned, we've covered Where's My Water, How to Cook Everything, Day 1, Barefoot World Atlas.
I was pleased that How to Cook Everything is in there because
I am happy about that.
I love that app so much.
We both do.
It's a sickness. I don't know why I like it that much.
I think it's the best cooking app. For some reason, there's just something about it. And the fact that they update it all the time is really nice.
They do.
And it's free.
It is.
Yeah, some of these are actually free. Barefoot World Atlas is.
No, How to Cook Everything is not usually
It's not free. It's $4, $5.
No, it's like $10.
You're kidding. Oh, well,
not
get
kidding.
this by all means.
Yeah, this is the time. Seize the day. It's today. Carpe diem.
Today.
You're right. Live in the
Day.
this.
Seize el ocho.
Don't seize the cat.
No, because they don't like that.
No, they don't like that. So I would say for all the links to the apps we just mentioned, you know, you can go to our website at twit.tv/IPT. You can do that. Of course, we'll put all of the links to all the apps that we talk about in our show notes as we do. Yeah, see, there's me and Ayaz last week, 2 weeks ago actually. That was during our heat wave because I'm wearing my sunny summer dress.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. But obviously, in this case, all of these apps are featured in the App Store as well. So easy to make sure that you get all of them. But you really should. I mean, if any of these 10 apps you don't already have, what's stopping you? They're great.
And do it now
They're free.
because
They won't be free forever.
for a limited time. I think it's just through the end of the week. I don't know if Apple said.
I don't think it's more than a week.
No.
Because they went on sale on Monday.
I would guess it's at the end of the week.
Yeah.
So hurry.
Yeah, through the weekend, if you're lucky.
I have now downloaded them all, or bought them all. Some of them are. Where's my water? I'm just going to pretend I own that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean.
That way, if a kid ever comes over, I can say, oh, yeah, I think I have a game you might like. Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Give him Traktor DJ. He'll be the next Skrillex.
You know, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Don't waste time playing with alligators. Learn a skill.
Did you hear the story about the toddler in Portland who bought a car on eBay? And then her parents decided to keep it? It was in an app.
It was such a good car?
Well, actually, it was a, I forget what kind of, I forget what the model is. It was actually like a $200 junk thing. There you go.
And he
Oregon
just said,
toddler
oh,
buys
look,
car on eBay.
I want it. It
was an Austin Healey.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah, he said she just clicked some buttons in the eBay app, and that was the end of that. We owned a car.
She's 14 months old now. I think they should keep it for about 16 years and give it to her as her first car.
That's what they're doing.
Are they?
Yes. They're going to fix it up and then say, remember what you did?
You bought this when you were a year and a half old, and now it's yours.
That's right. 1962 Austin Healey Sprite.
That is hysterical.
Actually, a pretty cute little car.
That's a great car.
If they can get it up and running.
It looks like it's made out of clay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Bondo.
They're putting paper mache
The whole
on
front of it's gone, and they just made a Bondo front.
Well, it's got a ways to go, but I guess the moral of the story is kids. You know?
Don't give them your iPad.
They do the darndest things.
Somebody be showing up at your door
When
with
they
a car.
have iPads.
Hey, you wanted this? Where should I put the car you bought? It's not running. That'll be $200.
200 and 250, please.
Wow.
So, Leo, I was thinking that I wanted to, put together this beautiful website, but I want it to be like a safari theme. However, I haven't been to the tundra myself in some time, and I don't have any pictures.
The tundra's in Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
You're thinking of the veldt.
Sure.
The tundra.
The open prairie, the sub-Saharan dirt.
And this is why you need Shutterstock, because,
right.
In fact, there's a great Shutterstock app for the iPad. Let's show it. They just updated it. Shutterstock is a great place to know about if you're looking for imagery for your website, for your blog, for your video, because they have videos too. Any creative project you're up to, advertisements. It's my favorite, Katy Perry. It's
Looks like her, huh?
Katy Perry lookalike. Yeah, it's.
Well, that's all beach stuff.
Yeah. This is the iPad app, which is great because just to give you ideas, and I think for a lot of people, what Shutterstock is great is just inspiration for your blog, for instance. What's nice now is if you create a Shutterstock account. And it's free, you don't need a credit card. You can save images that you like to a Lightbox and share them with others or make them, part of your life. You can buy images in packages, individual image packs, or for the best deal, get a monthly subscription. Shutterstock is more than just a great iPad app, though. If you go to Shutterstock.com, you'll see their amazing search. What did you say? Tundra. Let's search for something on the tundra.
Yeah, the frozen tundra.
There it is. There's some tundra.
Ooh.
See, a snowy white owl. And
yeah. Oh, there's
caribou,
bears.
polar bears.
Bears.
Look at that.
Bears on the tundra.
Yeah. There's something about images that get you excited. They really communicate.
Well, look at these these pictures are like professional pictures.
Well, that's right.
It's not just like some crappy snapshot. That
No,
somebody
every
else
single
took.
image, they get 10,000 images a day, and each one is reviewed for content and quality before Shutterstock adds it to the library. There are 26 million high-quality stock photos, illustrations, vectors, and video clips. Oh, look, sometimes a bear is just a bear.
Oh, so he's a little illustrated bear with a little sweater on.
Now, I look at that and I think blog post. I mean, I think I could write a post that actually matches that bear would be. I don't know why, but I work backwards that way sometimes.
It's like emo tundra bear.
Yeah, emo tundra bear.
Yeah, you get inspired by stuff like this. Even if you're not exactly
Even if
sure
you
what
don't
you're
know
going to
what.
do with
So
it.
save that to your light box. It won't cost you anything. The other thing about the search that's really great is you can narrow it down. So you could say tundra, and you can narrow it down by color. You could say narrow it down by emotions. There really is very flexible. You see some additional filter suggestions here. You could sort by newest, most relevant, random. If nothing else, download the free iPad app. It's Webby Award winning, and you can see why. It'll just be a packet of inspiration for you. Create a free account at Shutterstock so you can do the light boxes. And then when you decide to buy and you say, oh, you know, I really need this, I'm going to make a blog post about reflections or something, or blue skies, you can buy it either as an individual image, get an image pack, or get the 25 image a day standard subscription. That's what I have. And we're going to give you 30% off that first purchase. 30% off when you use our offer code iPad Today 7. So when you need royalty-free images for your creative work, just remember Shutterstock.com and the offer code iPad Today and the number 7, as in the month of July, the 7th month, for 30% out. Shutterstock.com. We thank them for their support. I don't know why I get inspired by these kind of abstract images, and I think of what I could write around that. It's just exactly how Katy Perry writes her songs.
Really? Yeah. She looks at Shutterstock tundra photos.
And she says,
and she's like, look, emo sweater bear.
He's hot and
I'm
he's
going to write
cold.
California girls.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's how you arrive at it.
The creative process is mysterious.
It's a wondrous one.
And deep.
Sure. Yeah, it's deeply personal.
And very personal.
So Twitter announced some interesting updates
now
to its
what?
iPad. What do you mean? You say that like it's a bad thing. First
Okay,
of all,
tell me.
DMs now sync once you've read them across multiple devices, which used to
that
drive
is
me
good.
insane.
Yeah, because I use Twitter, as you probably do, on 20 different things.
Yeah.
And all the DMs are new on every one of them.
Yes.
You know, even if you've read them.
And you kind of get, I don't actually DM that often. When I get DMs from people, sometimes it's people who, for whatever reason, maybe we haven't exchanged numbers to be able to text each other. But often it's like sort of, you know, it's like a private thing, like, ooh, I got a DM. It's from somebody who really doesn't want to say it on Twitter public.
Right.
So you kind of get excited when you see the little, like, ooh, new DM, and then you're like, oh, I've seen all these before.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's the direct messaging feature of Twitter, which is can be useful.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that should sync. Okay, good.
It's a little back
But
channel
now remember,
thing.
you have to use the Twitter app for this.
Correct. This is the Twitter app, not a third-party app such as
We like
Tweetbot.
Tweetbot, yeah.
But Tweetbot DMs do sync.
Oh, they do already.
It's just that if you use Tweetbot and then Twitter, if you're mixing and matching, then you're still going to be annoyed.
Also, even if you use a third-party client, you probably use the website somewhat. So this will sync
here
to the
and there,
website.
yeah. Especially if you click on somebody's bio from an article and you're on your laptop type of a thing, it's gonna go to the website. Also, the search functionality got a little bit beefed up. So if I search for Leo Laporte, for example,
where are you gonna find me?
I am. Well, okay.
Yeah, you did.
Well, but that wasn't actually here. So if I haven't finished it yet,
You're Leo Law.
Now, what it's supposed to do is flesh out your bio. This may not be a feature there.
Maybe it's on the website.
Oh no, this is right.
Well, it's me. That's my account.
But see, but it's basically saying here's the first result, but it's also saying maybe it's one of these other Leo Laportes.
Got it.
You get more context.
Right.
Now, if you were to search for something like baseball. All right, so it's not just going to be like, oh, you mean you want to go to the @baseball account. It gives you some suggestions, like, oh, do you mean the San Francisco Giants?
Oh, that's
We've
nice.
geolocated you in that sort of an area.
Okay.
Yeah, are you looking for NBA TV? Baseball Douchebag apparently is a very popular account that I might want to follow. Seems like something I would like. We've got Baseball Tonight, Nike. So it's basically it's Twitter wanting us to follow more accounts, right?
Yeah.
So that's what's going on
But
there.
it's always been a bad thing. Discovery was always terrible. So this is good. This is a big improvement.
It's getting to the point now where even though I love Tweetbot, I like the Tapbots people. They're the makers of Tweetbot.
But you kind of have to use the Twitter client.
Well, I just feel like the iPad app is getting better and better, and it's got these nice features, and I'm starting to really like the Discover tab. And
you know what's nice?
it's a
I've just
good
found
app.
all these old Leo Laporte accounts that I created that I forgot about.
Oh.
Life of Leo, Leo's Clock, Leo's Scale.
That is defunct, I guess. Why aren't you getting on your scale anymore?
Look at me.
You're sick of telling
Just take
people.
a look at me.
No,
I look like Roger Ebert.
You look nice.
I,
What are you saying? I think you look just lovely. Look at you. You've got green shoes on. They're wonderful.
yeah, look at my shoes, please.
You have such a good personality.
Thank you. Yeah, that hurts, doesn't it? Yeah.
I'm just going with
Yeah.
the joke, you guys. I mean, you could say the same thing
No,
about me.
you know what
Look
I
at
did?
me.
I don't weigh myself on that Y thing scale anymore. I have an Aria scale. Look at you. Yeah, you're so fat. You got that Aria
It's not that
scale.
I'm fat. I'm just old. I'm an old hag lady. I'm like the Wicked Witch.
Yeah.
So
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Why
you
are we
do it.
talking about this? Let's talk about Twitter.
So, but anyway, I'm glad I found those accounts. So that was kind of a nice little search. I was able to find all these old things
There you go.
that I completely forgot about. No, I have a Fitbit now, and so I have the
Twitter iPad
Fitbit
app.
scale, the Fitbit Aria, and all of that.
Oh, look, somebody on Twitter wants to help me open that that jar
Yeah, of course. Many
Of-
men will
of-
now
of-
want to be your best
of
buddy.
pasta sauce that
I
before
can
the
open
show
that
I
jar.
said I could not open.
Yeah. Forearm strength.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell?
It's
the
some sort of
Hamilton
an
Beach Open Ease automatic.
Jar
Jar
opener.
opener.
Gosh, I mean, do people really have this much problem opening jars?
Well, if you're older, you might.
I guess that's
Now
true.
that you're so old.
Share your own customer images. Yeah, maybe I need
getting
this.
harder and harder.
Well, my arthritis is kicked in now. My wrists don't work anymore.
I got
Very, very ancient.
The arthritis. I will come over and open your jar. I bet I can do it. You say, how many guys have tried and failed?
I mean, 10?
God, that's just a challenge. Don't you guys?
Not that there have been.
Guys, don't
it's
you?
not like that.
Isn't that like a challenge?
Sometimes I have dinner parties.
It's like out of Big Bang Theory, you know, the beautiful neighbor and a bunch of nerds next door. I can open it for you, Ms. Lane.
But nobody can.
I can.
Okay.
I bet.
All
I'm
right.
strong like
That's what
bull.
you guys heard it here. Maybe we could do this next Thursday.
Bring it in.
Yeah. We'll just watch you. I don't think it's possible. I think it's glued shut. Whole Foods played a joke on me 4 years ago. I don't know.
Oh, that would be funny.
Right.
Somebody like Kevin
Sarah-
snuck into your house, glued the lid on.
He would do something like
That would be funny. He would.
He would.
Totally.
No, he's probably laughing about it right now.
He's thinking, 4 years later.
She's still thinking about me. Me. I'm awesome. Hey, so Path has let you add stickers
Oh, I love stickers.
to comments now in Path
It's
conversations.
baffling people because you can't use them in your Path post. We
Right.
love Path. We use Path. It was created by Dave Morin,
Yes.
ex of Facebook. He said, you know, Facebook's nice, but I want to create something that's more personal, limits you to 150 friends. And it really is, I think you use it a lot, I use it a lot. And I know that the people I use it with, we kind of keep it quiet within Path. So it's not like broadcast to the world. You can tweet or Facebook
Yeah.
or your posts,
People
but
do that selectively.
yeah.
But for the
it's
most
just a
part,
nice
it's,
private spot.
yeah. I mean, you have 150 friends maximum.
Right.
And in many cases, people say, I mean, I only have 40 Path friends, because
Right.
that's what Path is for.
Right.
It's not about amassing as many people as possible. And during...
So look, here's a good one, okay? So David Prager.
Yes.
Prager, we know him, right?
Prags.
He got called at the last minute to ride in the camera boat today on the America's Cup
This
race.
is the sort of thing that only happens to Prager, by the way.
Yeah.
This is like a Prager
And I
world
doubt
thing.
this is on Facebook because it's kind of a not so humble brag, right? So, and there's lots of comments, but I'm going to comment on this. And in the comment, I can now use my stickers. So let's open a comment, and you'll see you got the smiley face. These are the stickers. So I have
Oh, and these are the sticker packs that you've already bought.
purchased these. I think you get one for free. You get Jake for free or something.
Yeah, they start you off, I think, yeah, with the smiley face one.
Yeah, it's crap. So this is
Not very
San
good.
Francisco, and these are all San Francisco sites, which might be appropriate.
Sure.
You know, in fact, there's a sailboat. Whoops. Now this is this is one problem.
You have to be really careful with that trigger finger because it posts
That's
right
really
away.
bad. I can't.
What did you just say?
I don't know. It looks like a bunch of ninjas. I don't know what that is.
You can delete your comment.
Can I?
Yes. You just swipe it.
Quick, delete it.
Calm down.
Oh,
There you
man.
go.
Okay.
All right. Now you spare yourself the horrible
Now this is
embarrassment.
the one I want to post. It's a little sailboat on the bay, right?
There you go, yeah.
You don't have to. This is one of the problems I have. You don't have to press send. It just does it. You hit the you can't write any comment or anything.
That's it.
And by the way, this is Path's monetization path because the path is free. So the only way they're going to make any money is getting you to pay for stuff.
And they want us to do so.
Here's one. This is like idioms. So they're cartoon idioms. So like that's a can of whoop ass. That's if pigs fly. The cat's out of the bag.
See,
Some of these I don't know what they are.
If it were me on this Prager post, I would just post each one of these over and over. Like, whoop ass, whoop ass, whoop ass.
All right, cut the cheese. There's one.
So, okay, so we're laughing, but I mean, this is pretty dumb.
No, I love it.
It's pretty dumb. Let's be honest. I mean, I like it too.
You gotta admit, you're laughing.
I am.
So-
because it's ridiculous, not because we're using it appropriately. It's because it's ridiculous.
If you want to add stickers, you go to the shop.
Yeah.
And they're $1.99 per pack. Some of them aren't so great, but I have to say they have. And by the way, you notice they also have these filters, and they've added to some new filters for the camera app. That was how they were making money before.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of money, but some of these are kind of fun though. The Peanuts ones are great. They have two sets of Peanuts stickers. You know, you're a younger person, so Peanuts probably doesn't resonate with you, but so they have stuff for you. I don't know, what do you like? I like the Peanuts ones.
I like this one. I don't know the name of the sticker pack. It's super weird though. It's like, here's a little man exploding in half with blood.
A lot of these I feel like
Here's a little man painting a naked man.
Yeah, they're odd, aren't they?
Actually, that's appropriate. Because my friend is talking about her new walls that she's drawing on.
Oh, you see? You see,
So-
stickers are better. Okay, I'm going to find the picture of you and your new cat.
Oh, the little...
Actually, I probably can't now. I don't know. That's Heather going crazy or something. Here's a dinosaur. Close. That's like a cat. And then I'm going to put... I have some cat stickers.
Oh, great.
What do you think?
No,
Those
I've
are
got
cute.
that pack as well.
Oh, what a surprise.
I like the little cat that's going snorkeling. Oh, hold your breath.
Oh, now, why is it reversed, by the way? Do you notice that?
Good question. I think that's a bug.
Yeah, because it does it on a number of them. So these are just some of the sticker packs that we've purchased. Here's camping, outdoor activities, skiing.
The whole idea is, yes, Path wants to make money. If they give you more options to use stickers, you're more likely to buy sticker packs that are not free.
You can see what the stickers are, by the way, and I didn't realize this at first. If you hit a sticker that you haven't purchased, you see those dots. That's the indicator that you can scroll through and see all the different stickers available in the sticker kit. So you do at least get a chance to look at what you'll be buying.
By the way, our TD Brian, as we were doing the show...
Did he put some stickers on there?
No, he took a picture of us saying, I want to get on iPad today, but he didn't check his autocorrect. So he says, blatant attempt to get Olin iPad today. How embarrassing.
Oh, and you know...
How embarrassing.
It's now... Path is normally not seen by others, and already there's stickers in here, so let's...
Well, you guys can see this one.
Let's put some stickers
It's all
in.
people who work here.
I love... And look at the stickers are just... There's Liz put in... what is that you have, Liz? That looks like a little animal of some kind.
Little red panda, he's so cute.
Little red panda, huh?
Oh, yeah, him. All right, now I have to get out of here because now I'm going to...
I'm just going to post...
Knee breaking.
That's bee's knees.
Oh,
See, there's
bee's
bees. I
knees.
don't know what the naked turkey is. I'm going to give him a naked turkey.
Okay.
The other thing that's great about Pat,
And
it's
this
real
is
time.
how we amuse ourselves at the
We've probably
at
given
the brick house.
We've probably given this too much time.
Too much time. Path, you're out of here. Hey, so iOS 7 has a neat feature for you older iPad owners who don't have Retina iPads. I know that some of you write in and say, hey, can you just remember that sometimes there are some first-gen, second-gen iPad
Well, my iPad
users?
Mini, my day-to-day iPad is not Retina.
That too. So, ooh, this might apply to iPad minis. iOS 7 is leveraging the Retina iPhone app assets to improve the 2X mode on non-Retina iPads. Here's what's happening.
Can you explain that in English?
Yes. So in the latest iOS 7 beta, which is iOS 7 is not public out yet, but if you're a developer, you can run a beta version of it. You're no longer presented with that whole like 1x versus 2x
hallelujah.
toggle on non-Retina devices like the iPad mini, and iPhone apps are instead just presented as that full
Just
app.
go full screen.
Which
Okay.
takes advantage of Retina assets included in the app package.
So it's a non-Retina display.
Yes.
But if they use the iPhone Retina material,
Yes.
that's going to be higher res. It's going to be more like the iPad
Exactly.
display.
It basically
Not
just...
the full resolution, but closer.
Yeah. I mean, it's smoothing out all of that
that's
jagged,
great.
you know, the way that it looks that everyone says, oh, it looks really terrible.
Because
So-
the non-Retina iPad is 1024 by 768.
and this is 960 by 640, but it's a lot better looking.
much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Retina iPads, interestingly enough, have not seen any changes, so you'll still see that 1x, 2x toggle.
Okay.
Which kind of makes sense because you do have a choice there.
Effin Dunn in our chat room says he's put iOS on 7 on his iPad mini, and in fact, it looks great. He does do exactly that. They auto enlarge and looks good.
Good call.
Thank you.
Is it true that first-gen iPads can't run iOS 7? If so,
That is true.
I guess you're out of luck. So it would be the second-gen iPad.
Yeah.
So
But they announced that. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some point where you have to cut it off, and there's just not enough horsepower.
right. So if you're that first-gen iPad owner, still,
Get a new iPad.
that's true. Yeah,
It's time.
it might be. It's you know.
Well, not
You know, my
not right
first
now.
iPad is on our TD station.
Yeah.
That's how we switch.
No,
over.
yeah, they're great for kids. You know, they don't care if it's iOS 7. Little
No.
kids. September, October for the next iPad. Probably October. We don't know.
We're not sure.
Was
We
October-
didn't see the refresh a couple
Right.
months ago that I thought maybe would happen. So I mean, it better be October. October was.
Can't be any later than that.
It can't be any later because they got to do the holiday season.
Right.
And we've heard rumors of maybe even the end of the summer for the iPhone. So who knows? Maybe it could be moved up. But,
Right.
You know, we don't
Wex
know.
says first gen iPad can't even run iOS 6, so, which I guess is
Oh
true.
yeah,
So
that's right.
forget 7.
Yeah. There's a new Google Maps app. You guys probably talked about that on This Week in Google yesterday.
Now it's on Android now. When's it coming out for iPad?
They say soon.
Soon.
So, hopefully, really soon.
The only thing that perturbs me a little bit, they've killed Latitude. So if you use, I don't think very many people on iOS use Latitude, but if you use the Latitude app, that's going to go away.
But it's sort
end
of
the
being
month, next
absorbed
month.
into.
Not all of it. Much of it will be absorbed into Google+.
Yeah.
The Maps app now does have things like download for offline use on Android. I presume it's going to have that in iOS, which is nice. That's back. Places are much improved. It's not a huge difference. It's a new UI on Android. Again, I don't know what that will mean on the iOS platform.
Well, one would assume the same.
No.
What do you mean?
Well, they're not identical now.
They're not identical, but they're not too far away from each other. I mean, you've got what Google Now capability on Android. Google Now, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The voice thing.
Google Now.
Yeah. And you don't have that on iOS, but in general, it's getting better all the time. It's still the best map app anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I use it. I like it a lot. Yeah.
All right, and quickly before we go to our next sponsor, I just wanted to mention that Next Issue, for anybody who uses Next Issue to read a lot of magazines.
I think I'm still paying for that.
I stopped for paying for it because I realized I just
Never used it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a subscription service, almost like you could think of it as like a music subscription service for magazines. So you pay a monthly fee, and then it's all you can eat. And they actually added some pretty big magazines they have a huge roster of magazines that you can get off at Next Issue. But Consumer Reports, a lot of you read that.
Oh, that's good.
Rolling Stone, Us Weekly, Field and Stream, Popular Photography, Popular Science, and Savor. For all you foodies. Savor. Are all part of Next Issue. So maybe you've thought about it and thought, some of my favorite magazines aren't part of it. Maybe they are now. Maybe
Good.
that's on your list. Yeah.
Yeah, Consumer Reports, that's worth it by itself.
Yeah. Except sometimes sometimes I don't agree with their bottom line.
They're not great on
products.
tech, I think.
There's a little bit of that. There's
But when
a little
it comes
bit of
to
a disconnect.
dishwashers, vacuum cleaners, cars, I think they're pretty reliable.
Barbecue grills.
Great for barbecue grills,
Mm-hmm.
disposals. Our show brought to you by GoToMeeting from Citrix. If you have to do meetings, and who doesn't in business, it's the way to get things done. You know, kind of cut through the communication miasma, you can, I tell you, start exchanging emails with people, and pretty soon it's going around and around and around. The best way to get something done is to bring them all into the room together and say, all right, in 15 minutes we're going to solve this. What if they're not in the same place? How do you bring them all into the same room? With GoToMeeting. It lets you meet with your team whenever you need to, wherever you are, wherever they are, to discuss plans, to share ideas, bring them to life, cut through the bureaucracy. GoToMeeting from Citrix is a great summertime tool, too, because people really are out of the office a lot, right? So here's the deal. You put it on your Mac or your PC. You can have a meeting. You can even present in a meeting from your iPad. Works on the iPhone, Android devices. Presenting for the iPad is cool. You could be sitting in an airport. You could be at the pool. That camera works so they can see you. They can see whatever's on your screen. You can hear each other through the iPad headphones. They can hear you through the microphone. I mean, it's so cool. I want you to try GoToMeeting free for 30 days. Visit GoToMeeting.com. Click that orange Try It Free button. Our promo code is iPad. If you'd use that, it'd be great. That way they know where you heard it. We get a little credit. You have to click a link and see right there. It says iPad where it says promo code. And by the way, the iPad app, always free. So get the free app, put GoToMeeting on your computer, and have some fun. As you can see, they're always updating it, always making it better. GoToMeeting.com. Try it free. iPad is the offer code. We thank them for their support of iPad today.
So we got an email from Simon. He's in Canberra, Australia.
You said that so well.
Did you like that?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in like a song I sang at summer camp, so I know how to. Yeah.
You've been there, though, right? You've been to Australia.
I have, but I haven't been to Canberra.
Not to Canberra. I haven't either, yeah.
No, I'd like to. I'd like to, I don't know, hang out with the koala bears. Okay, so Simon says, a while back I wrote to you about an expensive $300 drum machine app, and you guys featured it on your show because it was really expensive. Simon says, today I am pleased to up the ante with news of an app that's even more expensive. It's called CyberTuner, and it's $1,000.
No! What does it do?
The developer says, Rayburn CyberTuner, the pro piano technician's gold standard tuning software tool for over 16 years.
Well, I guess if you're a piano tuner by trade, this would be
over 3 years
useful.
in development for iOS, including a year of intensive training by master piano technicians around the world. Still, though.
Have you ever had a piano tuned?
A piano tuner app is $1,000?
You know that, at least in my day...
You just listen.
No,
say,
they use tuning forks.
Done. Free.
No.
Oh.
In fact, I'm wondering what the piano tuning forks would cost. Let's just see. I bet you it's less than $1,000, or more than $1,000. Let's go to Amazon and find some piano tuning tools. You actually can.
But I mean, $1,000?
I don't know. Let's see.
I understand it's important if you've got a trained ear to have your piano tunes just so, but that can't be right. Who pays for that?
Actually, it looks like piano tuners have gone digital. Microphones, software.
But how much are they in general?
Well, I don't. The way they used to do it, they'd have a set of tuning forks, and they'd hit twang the tuning fork, ooh, and they'd put it on the piano, ooh, and they'd play the note, dong dong dong, and then they'd take their wrench and they go, dong dong dong, ooh, dong dong dong.
How much do they charge an hour?
They're very expensive.
Is it $1,000?
No.
Because I just can't.
If you,
does not compute.
If
$1,000?
If you're a professional, it's worth it. How much do you think I paid for this?
I could see the labor.
No, you can't see it now.
Well, don't tease me then. If you don't want me to look. I could see the labor costing quite a bit of money, but this is getting rid of the labor of the human. I don't know.
No, your human still has to go do it.
But
somebody's got to go. You still have to do that.
The app, you don't just go like.
The app, you here, piano, tune yourself.
Damn it.
No.
I'm gonna go to lunch.
No. See, so
it doesn't make
somebody's
sense.
Have you ever looked inside a piano?
Yes.
Okay, it's like a giant harp.
Right.
With nuts at the end that you have to tighten the strings. So somebody's got to tighten the nuts. That's the piano tuner. The question is, how does he know how much to tighten the nuts or loosen the nuts? And that's the app.
So here's what's going on. I can now basically invest in this app.
And get a wrench.
cyber tuner.
Yeah.
And then I can go over to somebody's house with no knowledge at all about how to actually tune a piano.
That's right.
So this is my investment as a piano technician.
Just all you have to remember.
And then I charge, what, $2,000
Just
an
remember,
hour, and I make a profit.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty. And if you know that, you're done.
That's actually the basis of my life, which is why that can of pasta sauce is so compelling.
Lefty.
Because it doesn't follow the laws of science.
Do you still say that out loud when you have to tighten a screw?
Righty tighty, lefty loosey, every time.
Every time, me too.
Every time.
Me too. When I have to know how many days are in the month of June, got to go through them all. April, May, June, December, all the rest have 31 except for February, which has 28, except on leap year when it has 29.
Oh, you say it different than me.
Say it. I know. Now
30 days, half September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except February, which has 28 in fine, and each leap year 29.
Has 28 in fine.
I don't know.
That always threw me because I don't know what that means.
It doesn't.
In fine.
It's a way to rhyme things. Yeah, we had to learn that in school, and I do it every time.
Every time.
I'm like, does this?
What month is this?
30 or 31.
Yep.
Oh, it's not in the song, so it's 31.
Piano tuners are highly technical and expensive, says Dorito Style.
Oh, okay.
They are required, of course, at any classical concert, the piano must be tuned before the concert.
Uh-huh.
It is a highly skilled profession, and I think that there he is. See? And I think that anything that helps them get that just right. See, he may be doing that by ear. You'd have to have perfect pitch to do it by ear.
So this is it's an investment for a piano tech.
Yeah.
Piano techs
it's
out
his
there.
business.
There's got to be a couple of you out there watching this show.
Yeah.
Let us know if this is something that you would invest in, and tell us why this is worth $1,000.
Well, okay. So Web 3352 is pointing out that a octave set, which I presume is a set of tuning forks, is $189. But I don't know. Do you need one for every? You need 88 of them, one for every key, or do you need? Or can you make the? I don't know.
I don't either. We don't know anything about music. That's been established. DJ Traktor couldn't get it to work.
I have to say, the guitar tuning software is usually free, but there's only 6 strings on a guitar.
Sure, it's different.
But it's just, no, it's the same. It has a little microphone. It goes, well, let me hear. Okay, and then it has a little meter, and it says whether you're on note or not. And you.
Well, yeah, but a little bit more of a simplified process on a guitar.
Well, there's only 6 strings on 188.
Than a piano.
But I think in basis it's exactly the same, right?
I don't know.
I'm listening. Here's what I hear.
I only took piano because my dad made me. I didn't like it at all.
Do you remember any of it still? Could you play?
I can play the same 5 songs I learned, that year. I wasn't. My heart wasn't. I wasn't committed fully. Hey, so we got another email from Monkey123 who said that you would like that name. By the way, I don't know if that's an inside joke.
It's my password.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how he knew that.
Monkey123.
I'm kind of now nervous.
You should probably change it.
That he knows my password.
It might be a she.
Doesn't say
ladies
male
are
or female.
the hacksaws too.
Yeah.
Monkey123 says, you talk about applications that are iPhone native and iPad native, and talk about how some iPhone native apps that you launch on your iPad are fine. Can you explain, number 1, what native formats are all about, and number 2, when it does and doesn't matter if you launch an iPhone native app on your iPad? Well, I think the simplest answer would be some non-native for iPad iPhone apps look janky on the iPad because they're basically just blown up versions of what's optimized for a much smaller screen.
There's 2 reasons you'd have incompatibility with an iPhone app on the iPad. One could be hardware. It could have, use something that is on the iPhone that isn't on the iPad. But by far the most common is screen resolution. And so when they came out with the iPad, knowing there wouldn't be a lot of iPad apps, they added this feature, which we were talking about earlier, the little button. You see it says 2x in the lower right-hand corner when you launch an iPhone app. When an iPhone app normally launches, it's tiny on the screen, but you blow it up 2x. The problem is you don't get the iPad keyboard. You still get the iPhone keyboard. It's not a great solution. I think iOS is going to do it better. Do they mention in the iOS 7 what happens to the keyboard? In this new iOS 7 thing? Effing done. When you have to type, do you still get an iPhone keyboard, or are we going to now get the nice iPad keyboard when you use an iPhone app on the iPad? So really, there could be some more serious hardware issues, and that's why some iPhone apps just won't run on the iPad.
You won't get a new keyboard because they're pulling the code from.
No, I don't think the keyboard's built into the app. I think it's just that they emulate an iPhone.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But somebody's saying, Red Jacket's saying, you still get the iPhone keyboard. So that's not exactly an improvement.
Well, it's an improvement in the way that it looks.
But you see Sarah all the time doing iPhone apps. We just saw it with Instagram, and they look fine once they're blown up. They look fine. The keyboard is the biggest issue, and I think this new hack, which is great. And by the way, you can jailbreak an iPad and get this to work, which pulls. These apps do have Retina quality graphics in them if they're designed for the iPhone. It'd be great just to use that and make it a little bit better looking. I'm sad that they don't put an iPad app in. I'm not sure why that would be.
Yeah, well, and then native formats obviously are just about running with the real estate, the space, and the resolution. Yeah, that it allows, which is why, for example, the Twitter app on the iPhone and the Twitter app on the iPad are not just a larger and a smaller version of the same app, because Twitter actually went through the trouble to say, we have an iPad optimized app that's perfect for the iPad, but it's not quite right for the iPhone because the iPhone's so much smaller, etc. Path is another example.
I guess there'd be one more thing to say, which is that there is what's called a universal file format, in which you download a single app and it for either iPhone or iPad, and it has these layout for both built into it. So in some cases, there's Twitter for iPad, Twitter for iPhone. In some cases, there's just Twitter, and whichever platform you download, it'll work fine and appropriately on. And then I think Twitter is universal, as I remember. I don't think there's a separate app. But sometimes, we talk about apps that are iPad only.
I think now it is. It may not have been at the beginning. Yeah. It might be a year. That's actually, that's always the cleanest solution, right?
Here's Vine.
Just to have a universal app.
This is an example. So Vine.
You follow weird people.
You do not think that is the best thing you've ever seen?
No, the best thing I've ever seen is the Cats channel on Vine.
So if you press the 2X button, you see here down the lower, it doesn't change it in any way, it just blows it up.
Yeah. See, Vine is can you mute that before I kill myself? Thank you. The thing about Vine it's interesting is because
that's the other thing is, by the way, it has to be
this. The video on Vine sort of looks crappy to begin with.
Right,
so if you blow it up on the iPad, it's like it looks exactly
doesn't look any worse.
It doesn't look any worse.
Yeah.
Who was that? Who was that man?
Nicholas Meglis.
He's just a popular person.
Yeah,
right?
This is the editor's picks. This is what they say is the best stuff on Vine. Okay. By the way, ever wonder how a guitar works? We can actually see the strings vibrating.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. That's kind of cool.
Kind of cool, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, kitties.
There's the Kitty Vine channel.
Kitty Vine channel.
Why would you want that?
Because it's the only thing that's good about Vine.
It's kitty cats?
It's kitty cats. It's really the only thing that's good about anything when you really get down to it.
In life,
I mean, let's be honest.
How many cats do you have now, Sarah?
I just have 2.
Okay.
Just 2. I'm not crazy just yet. You only go nutty when you get into like 5. When you're at 5
That's the cutoff?
cats, that's the point where people start to go, are you all right? Yeah. Do you need some medication?
You're a cat lady.
I know some of you have 5 cats, and that's fine. I live in a very small apartment.
Well,
it would be weird.
It would be 5 cats per square footage.
Yes.
Each cat should have 25 square feet to itself.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, I could pack out a lot more, and then...
Well...
I could have, like...
That's a good question. How many cat per square feet makes you a cat lady?
I don't know. That many. Oh, God, grief. I don't even want to look at that. Just stop it. Oh, my gosh. Wow. What was that? Oh. They all seem happy.
But I got to tell you, every single cat lady in the world...
Cat enthusiast, they called her. That's a nice way to put it.
Every single cat lady in the world started with 2. Just saying.
All right. What are you saying? My 2 cats are some sort of gateway drug to insanity? Fine. I'll take it. Hey, we got a video tip. This is actually kind of fun. It's a little bit of like it's a family affair. Well, let's just let them tell us what they are.
The Duff family.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah and Leo. This is Moni and my son, Matthias.
Hi.
We have 2 dot tips for you today. The first dot tip was pointed out to me by my son. That you could just slide the icon in the lock screen.
Oh, that's a good one.
Unlock your iPad and open the application. The second dot tip we have is the charging cable. In the dark, it's really hard to figure out which way is up.
Yes, I hate that.
Because there's no way to tell. I put a little sticker on one side, and so in the middle of the night, I could just feel which way is up.
Clever.
And I could just
Very
plug it
clever.
right in without any frustration.
Very
Love
clever.
the show. Bye.
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 My name is Maddox and I'm the director.
That was the cutest. Maddox, you have to be a quieter director when you're behind the camera. You could hear him kind of
Yeah, he was playing.
the whole time. I love that little tip because it's true. I don't have a
the
charger
only
next
good
to
thing
me,
that he
but
said
I'm
about the lightning cable is it
constantly-
goes in either way. But that 30 pin, yeah.
But that doesn't apply to the full-size iPad yet.
You know, and it's true also about mini USB, micro USB has to be put in the right way. So I'm going to put tape on all my USB
You
connectors.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, who cares what it looks like?
No, I don't care.
It actually looked fine.
You know, here's a little duh tip.
Yeah.
What if it were glow tape?
Oh.
Oh.
Then you would see it and feel it.
Or you could just turn the light on.
Or that. I know, it's like, how often are we rummaging around in the dark? I guess when you have kids,
Yeah,
maybe it's
yeah.
a little bit, it makes a little bit more
Yeah.
sense because people are taking naps and
Yep.
you need to not turn on lights, that sort of thing. Got an email from Josh Johnson in Greenville, South Carolina, who says, I watched the last episode where you were struggling to get video to work. Remember I had that weird issue?
Yeah, did we ever figure out what was going on?
Well, we didn't, but he did.
Thank goodness.
Let me show you, remind everybody the issue that I was having, where's video? Where you open it up and then I get stuck in this stupid loop where it says, you don't have any purchased, come on video.
Now you're, okay.
You haven't purchased anything yet. And I was like, well, all I can do is sign out. This is the worst app ever. Doesn't do anything. Josh says, you actually were doing it right. It's just the weird setup that Video has put in place that confused you. To browse and purchase content, you have to go to video.com, and then once you purchased or rented something,
Then
you
it shows
open the
up.
app to either watch or AirPlay it to your TV
And you know why they do that?
to get around Apple's 30% tax.
Blame Apple.
Blame Apple. That's exactly what Josh said. He says, I think video is great, the quality is great, the prices are almost always cheaper than iTunes.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Good to know.
Because the catalog is pretty similar. So if they're undercutting Apple and getting around that whole give Apple 30% type thing, that's very smart. But I mean, it wasn't really obvious to me that I had to go. And by the way, I tried to go to video.com in mobile Safari and it wouldn't load. So you've got to do it on the web.
Get
on
that.
your
How much is
computer.
Searching for Sugar Man? That's a great documentary.
People are very mixed about that documentary. They either love it or they don't.
Well, it's got a big spoiler, so don't.
Okay.
Usually documentaries don't have spoilers. This one has a spoiler.
Documentary spoiler.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to spoil it.
I think it's good. I think you should see it.
I know the
You know the
general
spoiler?
story. Well, I don't know I don't know. I don't know if you'd call it a spoiler. I just know what
You know the story.
documentary is about.
Yeah, then it's spoiled.
Oh, okay. They found him.
You just spoiled it for them.
Searching for Sugar Man, it implies that someone's being looked for. I just guessed. I don't know. They found Sugar Man. That's my guess. I don't know. Okay.
I'm not saying it.
By the way, he was a ghost the whole time.
Yes, that's right.
All right. We want to hear from all of you. We love getting your feedback. Your video tips are awesome, by the way. You, Moni, Matthias, and Maddox Matthias get a gold star. Thank you for sending us the video tip. But questions, comments, things you want us to review, all that stuff, we love it. You can get a hold of us at iPadAday@twit.tv. You can leave us a voicemail at 757-504-IPAD. Or, of course, for extra points, you can send us a video, upload it somewhere, send us the link. And thanks to everybody who is a part of our show every week. We love you.
F. and Dunn says scenes in Searching for Sugar Man were shot on the iPhone.
What?
That's it. I think more and more you're going to see that. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty decent video quality.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's not movie quality, but it's a documentary.
Yeah. Pretty soon we're going to have slow-mo camera effects,
Yeah.
supposedly, in the iPhone anyway.
Really? Mm-hmm. Built in.
That's the word, is that it's code found in iOS 7, not necessarily code that's going to be turned on. because there was panorama
that
code
happens, yeah.
way before the iPhone 5.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's something that Apple's certainly working toward. And the Galaxy S4, is it? Already has that capability?
Does it? I have
120
one.
frames per second?
Oh, that's cool.
I think. Somebody correct me if I've got the phone wrong, but I think that's what it is.
There are, YouTube does that for you automatically. Have you used any of the YouTube slow motion stuff? I saw a belly flop the other day that was shot in normal speed. I don't know if this is it. Shot in normal speed. No, I didn't bookmark it. And then they used the YouTube built-in slowdown, and it really was quite amazingly done. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Yeah, there's a lot of belly flops. Let me do a slow motion belly flop. Anyway, this has nothing to do with the iPad, so we should probably move on. Would this be a good time for me to watch Desperate Housewives?
I mean, what wouldn't be a good time? Although that show's been canceled.
No, you're watching the new one.
Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Long Island.
That's not Real Housewives, that's Long Island Princesses. That's a different Bravo series about women who want to get married so they can move out of their parents' houses.
See, if I only had some way to watch television on my iPad, I wouldn't be in confusion about all of this.
Well, there is, Leo.
There is?
It's amazing the world that we live in, this modern world. When you're down in your garage gym or wherever you set up your home gym.
Yes.
And you want to watch Long Island Princesses, you can actually do so with your iPad because it's basically replicating your cable box.
Exactly. Or I AirPlay it onto the TV from the cable box in the living room.
But how? How would you do that?
That you would do with a Slingbox. That's what you need. Go right now to slingbox.com/twit. You can find out all about this amazing product. The Slingbox 500 now has built-in Wi-Fi, makes it very easy to wire. You don't have to be near your router. It has HDMI connectivity, and as you might guess, that means full 1080p HD over the internet. That's what the Slingbox does. It takes your home theater system, everything, your satellite, your cable, your DVR, and puts it out on the internet, password protected so only you can watch it. But it is a great way to catch up on what's going on your DVR, to watch local news when you're traveling, local sports when you're traveling. I'm a big fan. I know you will love the Slingbox. I want you to check it out. There are lots of ways to watch TV on your iPad, but the best way is to watch your own home theater system on the iPad on the road. The Slingbox app on there, and you're set. You're good to go. Also works on other devices like the iPhone, your computer, Android devices as well. It's slingbox.com/twit, or go to Best Buy and Amazon. You can pick one up right there. Get it on. We got lots of baseball coming up this year. We got football's just around the corner. You really want to get this. Slingbox.com/twit. Simplify your life. Turn your iPad into the thing it was meant to be, the ultimate personal television set. You can even set recordings on your DVR. If you forget to record something, you can watch it off your DVR. It's really good.
It's the same experience.
It's just like your home.
With your remote.
Over the
whole
internet.
Thing. Never miss another Real Housewives reunion special again.
Yep. So, time to put on the funny hats.
Oh yeah, that's right. Gosh, you go away for a week and you forget what happens around here.
You do.
I think, in honor of summer, I might as well do some serious head sweating and put on something fuzzy and hot.
That looks good.
I thought so.
That's why, in honor of summer,
it makes me feel a little bit like football.
I'm putting on something a little less sweaty.
No, isn't that nice? You look really good. I like how it kind of looks like you're wearing underwear on your head. The way that you've affixed.
Well, the band is
umbrella
is taken from a.
It's like a jock strap of sorts. It's really nice. It's a good one. Where did that come from? I've never seen such a hat here. Have we ever seen this work?
This is the first. This is its national television debut.
I feel like your whole body would be wet except for the top of your head when wearing that umbrella.
Exactly.
Okay.
But that's the one place you don't want to get wet.
Yeah,
right?
I think I care about my shoes more than my own head.
Think about a cat.
Okay.
What's the worst thing that can get wet on a cat? Top of their heads. I'm just like a cat.
Oh, if you search YouTube for cats in the shower, that will disprove your theory.
They love it.
Some of them do.
They love it.
Some of them do.
Go ahead, try it. Everybody at home.
Yeah. Throw them in the shower. Turn it on. Just make sure
No. They like it much better if you get in the shower with them, holding them.
And you say things like, good kitty.
Yeah. It's best if you're naked.
Oh, well, you wouldn't want to get your clothes wet.
And
in the
that's
shower.
why I have an umbrella hat.
Oh, it all came around.
Yes.
So this is the part of the show where Leo and I get a little nutty and we put on hats and we each pick an app that we think is cool and worthy of an App Cap award. My app this week is actually something I've been holding on to it for a few weeks. This app launched a few weeks ago. It's called TouchCast. Have you heard of it?
No.
This is interesting because the idea is sort of relevant to some of the stuff that we do. It's kind of like you could call it a TriCaster Lite.
It lets you switch video?
Yeah, so you've basically got an
What?
on-the-fly broadcasting experience. Let's
Wow.
just go
How much
ahead.
is this?
It is
Oh, you're going to do...
free. Yeah, I didn't pay.
It's free.
No, let me.
Are you gonna
I want to
do-
make sure that I'll have to.
She
check
looks
that
like
again.
she's like a newscaster in Juneau, Alaska.
Well, exactly. So here we're going to go ahead and create a new TouchCast.
And here's the latest from
And oh wait,
the
no.
Yukon Territories.
I want to select a theme first. So I want to do like, do I want to be like business
Sarah,
or sports? These are some of like the
Frozen
here's
Tundra
how.
Lane.
Here's how to.
So it has lower
this sort of
thirds.
seems like your guys' how to.
Yeah,
Here's how
know
to
how.
be
Here's how
like
to
Sarah.
Be what was it?
Be like Sarah. Yeah. Bev like. Right. Whatever. Okay. Done. And then I go ahead and say,
Look!
All right. So here's gonna.
And you thought
this-
TV was hard.
Yeah. Right. It's easy.
Time to record the Here's How to Be Like Sarah show.
Yeah. So if I go ahead and say like, okay,
3,
it's counting me
2.
down. It's like. Hi everybody, welcome to the How to Be Like Sarah show. This is the show where I try to ignore Leo as long as possible. And then you all laugh, right? Oh, wait, I have to turn this on. Wait. Right? Haha. Hey, Brian, my iPad isn't saying anything. You're supposed to.
So there's a sound.
There's
a
laugh
laugh
tracks. Yeah.
There's a built-in laugh
You
track.
can say oh and ah. And then sometimes you'd be like, what was that? Oh, that sounded bad. This is the best broadcast ever. And then you can add on your whiteboard a variety of, you can mark up stuff.
Oh, wow.
While you're live. Yeah, you can.
This is kind of cool.
It's kind of cool, yeah. I mean, you can bring in, this is actually where it gets crazy. You can bring in, where's my effects? Not my sound effects. My titles?
This is $9.99, which is a heck of a deal.
Oh, $10. Sorry that
Yeah.
I said it was free. I was thinking of our free apps in the beginning of the show.
You were
Oh,
thinking of
add a
my
V app.
credit card
Now,
is what
this
you
is
were
where it
thinking
gets
of.
cool. So I might say like,
What's that?
All right, so How to Be Like Sarah. Let's see what people on Twitter are saying about this broadcast. All right, let's go ahead and search for iPad today.
And this is going to add that to the video stream?
Yeah, it's all happening at the same time. So you've basically got this whole multimedia experience.
And then how do you stick that into your...
Well, you add it to the video.
Oh,
and
look at
now
that.
You've got a little widget
God, you know,
that you can move around.
we spent a lot... Anthony Nielsen spent a long time making that work.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
this is all you have to do. And then you say, okay, bye everybody. Thanks for watching. And then you can say done. And then you've got a broadcast. Now, that was obviously a really bad broadcast. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the How to Be Like Sarah show.
See, I gave you free
Just a
theme
very
music.
unflattering show, that kind of like up chin thing going on.
I like
Just
that shot right there. I
really-
think you should make that the thumbnail.
Yeah. Oh God, I can't stand the sight of myself. So this is TouchCast. It's fun. That was obviously a very thrown together version of it, but you can see if you were kind of prepared, you knew what you were doing, you had some of your titles made in the beginning, you could put together something that seemed pretty slick. It's like
I'm
a
going
little
to try that.
TriCaster in
Well, now
your
Red Jacket
iPad.
says it is free. I'm confused. So we're going to find
Yeah,
out.
it says free here in the App
Free.
Store.
Oh, somebody just made up $9.99 and
Oh.
just chatted that. It's free.
Good. So I wasn't
Well, they must
crazy
have.
after all.
It must be freemium. They must have in-app purchases. How could they give that away for free? That's such a good deal.
Well, they
Wow.
probably want to get you hooked and then say
And then
things like,
that's really cool.
if you want it in a certain format, you have to pay or whatever. I know, I like it a lot. I think it's, again, a lot of this is technique-based. Obviously, working in production, we know that it always seems a lot easier than it is.
This
Except
is
in Leo's case,
a
because he
difficult
doesn't try
effect.
at all. It actually really
This is a
easy.
difficult effect to do
Yeah,
in real time.
but it's all about,
It's the old color wheel
putting
effect.
some pre-production effort into it. one of the two of us knows all about that. I won't tell you which one, though. It's a secret. Hey, what's your app cap this week?
I put some serious pre-production time into my
You're
app
apparently
cap.
wearing my app cap, which is
I am
weird,
wearing it.
and it's confusing to me.
It's
Okay.
the iHeart Locket.
Oh, God.
So you, what?
No, I'm excited. Okay, go ahead.
So you order this, and then you get, in the mail, you get a little locket. Okay, which you wear around your neck, okay? And this allows you to get into your diary, but nobody else can unless they wrench it from your neck in a blatant attempt by your little brother.
Oh, it's a physical book?
No.
Well, what's the lock for?
It's an app. Watch. Here's my iHeart Locket diary. And I can unlock it by pressing. See, there are a couple of buttons on here.
Oh, it's a fake key. That key doesn't actually open anything.
Yeah, because the iPad hears it, and it says, "Oh." Now, but here's the problem.
Okay.
It says that's an unknown locket. Do you want to create a new diary? I say yes, and then it crashes. So I don't know if that's my. Maybe you could install on yours.
Is this a Bluetooth type thing? I don't understand.
No, it's a little speaker. I think it's just, I don't know how it works.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't.
What if you say
actually.
no? What if you say no, I don't want to?
Oh, let's try it. Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, it's clearly hearing it because when I press this button, it pops up that thing. Okay, no, I don't want to create a new diary.
And then what happens? You just look at that, and it's like, okay.
Now,
I guess
if you lose your little locket, but I'm never going to lose it because it's so pretty. By the way,
You've got a little picture in there.
it has a little. Yeah, that's my mom and my sister.
Well, that's cute.
No, that's not. There's the people who came with the
Oh,
locket.
I see.
And
I was like.
And then there's a little
was like-
charm key.
That's what I meant. The key that doesn't
doesn't-
do anything.
I don't.
Because
think so.
yeah, it doesn't work that way.
No. And then, but if you lose it, then if you can also just do this, and then you enter in your combination,
Okay.
and then it will unlock. But
Except that in your case,
the code is wrong. Please try again or use your locket.
do you know what your code is?
I don't have a code because I can't create anything because the gosh darn locket doesn't freaking work.
I can't believe that was my surprise.
Well, if it worked, it would be really cool. So
would.
I don't want to slime them because I don't know if it's just mine or not. So we have to try it on yours.
You could possibly uninstall
I'm
the
just
app.
going to wear this for the rest of my
iHeart
life.
Locket.
I uninstalled and reinstalled. I rebooted and reset the machine. I
Really?
did all the things you're supposed to do.
Oh well. In that case.
Locket is for entertainment purposes only. Security feature is not professional grade. But I think a young
Just like
girl.
any diary, someone is bound
Right.
to read it eventually.
Right.
And you'll have to go burn it in the orchard.
Because you grew up in Sebastopol, where there's a lot of orchards.
Yeah, just don't.
So I know that that's
it's
actually
just a bad
true
idea
story.
in general. Yeah, I did. I burned it in the orchard.
Once they've read it, there's really no point in burning it.
Well, it's the principle of
It's
it.
the principle.
My thoughts
if
won't
you
be
had-
seen again.
If you had been using this, then you would have had to burn your iPad in the orchard.
That I don't want to do, and probably bad for the environment
It makes
as
me
well.
crazy. Now, this does work from a distance. It still does the same thing. The unknown locket detected. You want to create a new diary? Yes. And it makes a really pretty sparkly on the key too when you do that.
This is very you. It really is. I could
wish it
just see you
worked.
writing in your iHeart Locket diary all the time if it worked. Well, maybe the people who run iHeart Locket can give us a little help. Maybe there's some sort of a bug fix that you could push out so that Leo could write his deepest.
So this is my
innermost thoughts.
anti-app cap.
Okay.
I'm saying-
it's the app cap you brought to the
'cause this
table
was like-
that doesn't
this was like
do
$30.
Squat. It was?
Well, I had to buy it.
Oh my God.
Would you look that up on the web, the iHeart Locket, how much that cost? It's Hecho in China.
Oh my gosh. $30? By the way,
I think so.
it's for 4 and up.
Unlock
3-year-olds
your,
need not apply
unlock
to
your
iHeart
world.
Locket Digital
How
Diary.
much was that locket?
How much was that
It said-
Locket in the App Store?
What is it? Don't you keep doesn't it say right there? $24.99.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Well, thanks, Leo. A for effort.
Maybe you can tell that I'm not a 13-year-old girl.
Maybe it's like, you know what you don't need to do? Write in a diary. Keep it in the vault.
So when you see me wearing my locket around from now on, you'll know why.
I'll know. I'll say, ooh, he's in a sharing mood. All right, Leo, good work with that. I Heart Locket and TouchCast. You guys can make a broadcast and then you can write all
By
about
the way,
it.
I just saw in the chat room that was created, TouchCast, by Eric Schoenfeld, former TechCrunch editor.
Correct.
That's
yes.
neat.
Yeah.
So he just
Yeah, in fact,
decided-
he does like a little, when you first download the
He
app.
says, welcome.
It's like a little bit of a tutorial. Here's
Right.
all of the stuff that you can do with this app. It's very robust. It's cool. All right, well, that does it for this episode of iPad Today. It's been fun. It's good to have you back. It's good to have me back. Feels like a Thursday again. It's awesome. I mean, look at us. Two professionals honing our craft. What we do best. We'll see you next week right here.
Okay, if you have iHeart Locket, hold your iPad up to the television set and see if it unlocks on iPad Today.
On iPad Today.
Oh!